Hello everybody and welcome back to the Super Mario Odyssey playthrough. I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. I know I was away for like a week or so. I mean, obviously if you're watching this in the future then it wasn't a week. Unless it was a week. You never know these days. But seeing as, you know, we had the wonderful New Donk City Festival, it is time to leap in and collect a whole bunch of more power moons. It's very exciting. There's going to be all sorts of amazing moons that we can collect right now, and we're going to be here for quite a while, I feel. Now, one of the things that you may notice, so we had that Tostarine in there who's going on his own little quest around the world. You can follow him around to all the different areas, and basically you want to go to each of the stops where he says he's going to go. So I think the next stop would be the Cascade Kingdom. So you can speak to him there, get a power moon there, and then he'll keep sort of moving around before eventually returning home, but that'll be a long way off yet. And actually, you might kill me, but I'm actually probably not going to finish off the Tostarinen's journey around the world in this playthrough, because I have actually finished recording all the footage now, because I just wanted to get it done before Christmas, so that I had it all sorted, so that, you know, I could enjoy Christmas and enjoy any new games that I got over Christmas. And I actually did get a new game. So yes, I got Fire Emblem Shadows of Valentia Echoes. Or Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia, however you want to run through the title. And yeah, that just makes me quite happy, because I was wanting to play that. I just hadn't gotten around to getting it. And that's just how it works, really. But before that, I did finish off recording Super Mario Odyssey, and I can pretty much confirm to you now that you're going to see all of the main things that you would do in a run of Super Mario Odyssey, including the things that you unlock for getting everything possible. I'm just not going to show you getting everything possible, because I am not that much of a sadomasochist. At least not for this. Like, I did 100% Super Mario Odyssey once. I really like Super Mario Odyssey, but I'm not in the mood to do it again so soon after having first beaten it. But also, just in general, some of the moons are incredibly infuriating. And let's just say that I'd rather not go through some of the pain again. Jump Rope Genius, I am looking at you. You're probably going to see me try and get Jump Rope Genius a few times throughout this particular part, but let's just say it ain't happening, and I can no longer be bothered to try to get Jump Rope Genius. So on the whole, what you're looking at with this run of Odyssey is a 500 odd Power Moon playthrough, with a look at the extra secret bits and bobs that you can get. So I'm just confirming that now, so that you don't think I'm a crazy person, because I have actually done that now, so I actually know where I am, rather than being able to go, well, you never know, there might be a point where I just go, you know what, I'm just going to do the full batch, and yeah. I don't have that level of patience right now. But it's fine, because you're still getting loads of Super Mario Odyssey. And really, as I said before when talking about Odyssey, the whole joy of this game is finding all the moons by yourself. I will give you a nice little bit of help in showing you the locations and names of all the moons, but I'm just not going to do it myself because I'm being super lazy. Now, obviously having done the festival, a couple of things open up, this being one of them. Quite cool. And it's all to do with flipping in and out of the 2D segment to get all of these notes, which is just quite fun. And also you get that lovely 8-bit underground theme, which it's just a classic. And really, Mario music is always classic, and also pretty much every Mario game you're ever going to play is going to feature the underground music in some form. And probably also the main, well, it's pretty much always going to feature the main theme in some form, but also you tend to get like Blue Sky Athletics and all that jazz. Not actual all that jazz from Chicago, but you know what I mean. But yeah, something else that's quite cool is, obviously, once you have beaten New Donk City Festival, a whole bunch of the posters turn into like these classic pieces of Mario artwork, and they're really cool. And also, since we got quite a lot of purple coins, all of which have Pauline's face on them, because clearly she is the mayor, but also she is the queen of New Donk City. And so, one, she deserves, a golden statue of herself, but also her face is on everything. But look! We've got the Mario Maker costume, that's just awesome. I mean, they'd be a bit daft not to include it. You've got Mario playing dress up, and he actually has a relatively iconic, I say iconic, I mean effectively it is, outfit from a relatively recent game. So yeah, kind of want to keep an eye on that, really. And I'm very glad that it is here. Obviously, as I said, most of the costumes in the game do feature in previous games, but there are some that come from things like calendars and just random pieces of artwork that Nintendo decided to create. But they're all pretty awesome looking, so I'm not really fussed. And oh, thank God I went down here, because otherwise I would have missed those purple coins. And those. Yeah, I really like New Donk City because it is such a big open playground. And just the freedom of movement that you can get in here. I know I've said freedom of movement a ludicrous amount of times in this playthrough. It will continue, I can tell you that now. But it's just that you can run around New Donk City and pretty much always find something new. Like, there's things hidden on ledges, there's things hidden on top of buildings, they're everywhere. It's slightly annoying when you're a bit of a completionist and you're just going, where are the things that I have missed? I want to find them. But you kind of can't help those types of things. But it is just insanely satisfying to do all this leaping across buildings and getting onto these little ledges, and it's just so freeing. Apart from, when you slam headfirst into a building, that's perhaps not quite as exciting. But Mario does have a nice thunk when things go a little bit tits up for him and he rams face first into a building. Also, I have to say, one of the things that I've noticed about Odyssey, mostly in New Donk City, is that sometimes the sense of scale can feel a smidgen off, because if you look at these buildings and you look at the height of them, the windows are about a full Mario height. And, I mean, I know obviously he's freakishly short, but these are seemingly, well, they're just massive windows. And then you look at the size of our new Donkians, and you're just like, how do you guys fit into these buildings? Because they're kind of a little bit too small for you. I mean, I suppose you look at the like stuff down at the bottom, and they've got the doorways in the right proportion. But I don't know. There's just something about the size of these windows. I'm just looking at them, just going, would you actually be able to fit into these buildings at all? Because if that's the case, then these guys are just walking around randomly, and they are just going to be trapped outside no matter the weather, and that's just kind of dangerous, actually. I feel that Mayor Pauline probably needs to look into the infrastructure of her city, because there are elements of it that are slightly concerning. Also, this is it's a pretty easy moon that I'm just going to completely butcher, because I mean, I was ridiculously close right there. I was so annoyed that I didn't get it. But I'm probably gonna, like, I was close on it the first time, so I think that, yeah, I'm just gonna go through a whole phase of doing really, really badly at it until I can actually get the damn moon. It's one of the things, it starts going well, and then you get thrown off your game and do stupid things like that. And then you're just like, really? I'm trying to show that I am a skilled player of video games, and I am making incredibly rookie mistakes. Incredibly rookie mistakes. But I shall just blame that on the recording curse of whenever there's something that's pretty easy, you do horrendously at it. And whenever there's something that is horrendously hard, you somehow do it in like one try. Because that seems to be the way with the recording curse. And it is both the joy and the bane of every YouTube video gamer out there, I feel. And obviously slots, you can do this exactly the same as you did in Tostarina. You can hit 3 in a row, that's about as far as the cap will go. And then you can just do the others, and it's just nice and easy. The slots are definitely some of the easiest moons to get in the game, because all you're doing is waiting for the heart to show up and then you throw Cappy. And then that's like super easy moon sorted. And this guy looks like he needs a Mario Maker. And oh, it's this one. So, fuzzies. Delightful Mario enemies that you can't hurt, and are basically the devil incarnate. Because while for the most part they are relatively easy to avoid, they can just very, very, very quickly be a death trap, and you're going to see a perfect example of that very soon. Doesn't, you know, help when you end up running into platforms like that, but unfortunately that is just my life right now. As I said, easy moons? Yeah, no. Difficult moons? Why not? You would have thought doing that I would have managed to do Jump Rope Genius quite effectively. But no, clearly that was the one that was eluding me. Now, I'm not sure why they decided to shove this little area over here, Because effectively all you're doing here is getting a whole buttload of coins. I suppose that is really the whole reason for coming to this bit, is just to get that whole buttload of coins. But it's not really that many in the grand scheme of things, so it's probably not necessarily worth putting yourself at risk. But either way, here is this lovely little bit, where we've got 5 moon shards. That was stupid of me, because I should not have moved when I did. And I shouldn't have moved when I did on that one, but I can get to that point where I can get all of the moon shards. It's just now a case of, you know, getting to the power moon. And I have the horrible feeling that I'm going to get absolutely buggered over. I mean, that was entirely my fault, because I instinctively flicked backwards on the controller, rather than, you know, forwards like a normal person would. But there we go. As you can see, brain was not functioning entirely properly, and brain isn't functioning so I can't even speak properly. You would have thought a week off of doing commentary would have reinvigorated my brain cells. Clearly all it's done is made me go even more wappy. I mean, I suppose the other bit that's making me go happy is a 45-minute part, and those are always a difficult blighter to record. Especially when you're on your own like me, and are not perhaps the best improviser in the world. I could have done with you bloody couple of minutes ago. Bloody moon. Moon? Heart. Oh dear. Aw, Captain Toad, you're here to make me feel better about everything. I mean, I would say please, please, please get back where it's safe, because, I mean, you can't jump. And I don't know how you're going to get back up from there. But at least you're doing okay, and you gave us a power moon. That means I'm very happy with you, Toad. Now, I believe that after you've beaten the game, there is a star moon that you can get in that far corner there, but as with a lot of things, doesn't turn up until then. Which is just like, it's annoying. And something that I actually do find to be really awesome is that a few people have tested out various theories in New Donk City for a number of things. A lot of them are like impossible jumps. One of them is jumping over to a platform that's just over behind us right now. You're probably going to see it at some point soon. I mean, I don't know whether we might have already been to the island. I don't really remember. Probably not. But there's a chance. And effectively, I would say that's probably one of the impossible jumps in the game, because really, I have no idea how you would be able to make that. But then people have managed to pull off some pretty spectacular feats of jumping. So there's the jump right at the start of New Donk City. So there's the jump of getting from the first area where the Odyssey is to the main platform, and under normal jumping circumstances it is indeed impossible. You can't just do a basic long jump cappy throw, dive off of cappy, throw again, dive. That won't get you far enough. But you can do a couple of things, as long as you're in the right position of, I think it's like, butt bounce, immediately into a roll, which gives you enough momentum to long jump, to then pull off your cappy throw, blah 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 blah. But managing to actually pull off that sort of manoeuvre is ridiculous. There's also one which, I think, there's one in the Wooded Kingdom which people were trying to figure out. I think they might have figured it out by now, but there's actually nothing up there. Which is like the top of the flower field, and people were trying to figure out how the hell to jump up there. And yeah, it is a bit of a challenge. But it's really awesome that it is... You can do this sort of stuff in Odyssey because of Mario's movement abilities. It's just brilliant. And also, I see a power moon there. I am going to leap off this tower like a crazy person. And can I get the moon? No. You see, I thought I was going to be clever and land on the moon from the New Donk City Town Hall, but clearly that was not to be. But yes, it's that platform over there that I think is a bit of an impossible jump. And I'm really not sure that it is possible to make, but I'm sure that people will try. And good on them for trying, because... like... it's awesome! I really do like it when people find ways to break games, but they're ways that the game actually allows for. So it's not actually breaking the game. There are a few instances of Odyssey where you can actually sort of break the game a little bit. One of them is, so there's a talk to glitch, I think, where effectively if you ground pound, then talk to, there's something to do with the moment of the animation, you can end up freezing Mario in... oh no, what it is it sort of freezes the camera angle. And then you run around a bit and you sort of get yourself into a decent position. And then you you can get Mario stuck in his sort of jump T position. And that way you can then float in the air above the jump rope and it'll just clock up. And basically that is how there are so many 9,999 people on the leaderboard for the jump rope. They have used that glitch. And that one actually is a glitch. It's not pulling off spectacular manoeuvres with Mario's amazing moveset. No, it is literally just a glitch. But good on people for finding it out, because it's pretty hidden away, really. Why you'd think to do that sort of... well, speedrunners, they tend to think of that sort of stuff where you do particular moves at particular times to try and pull off crazy feats of skill. But as you can probably tell, I am no speedrunner, so that's never going to happen. And now I'm kind of going to be wasting my time a little bit right now, because I am going... oh no, good, I'm going to get that one. Because I was about to say I'm going to waste my time, because I'm going to try and take the scooter all the way over to a roof pretty much on the other side of the city. And while I am going to do that, thankfully I went and got that actual moon first, because I know that that's there and I've got it. And that's the important thing. I got it! That was sort of Mario. Yes, over the years I have tried to master a Mario voice. I think I've sort of got it down pat at this point, relatively okay, because it's me, Mario! Woohoo! It's not perfect, but it's functional. And it does okay. Much happier with my Waluigi, if I'm honest. I'm a Wario. But it's just a bit of fun, really, because you can do like, Waluigi! Waluigi! And the Wario is like, it's a Wario time! I mean, doing those, all of that takes me back to right towards the start of my YouTube career, actually. Because when I started, the whole thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to do playthroughs and I wanted to do machinima using Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Because those were sort of the two things that inspired me to create a YouTube channel. And I did kind of create an idea. It was called The Colour of Mushrooms. It was going to be a machinima musical type thing. It's going to be awesome. Wrote scripts for the first 10 episodes. I was really proud of myself. Did auditions, got roles. It was just like, ooh, could actually go somewhere. And I was gonna do quite a few of the roles because I don't know why I thought, yes, I can do this. No, silly me. I am not a voice actor, not the slightest. But I do like a good sing-song, so it swings in roundabouts. And also I do like this moon, because we're riding away from a T-Rex on a scooter. It's just awesome. But yeah, so I created this machinima, or at least the idea behind it, and the scripts, and all of that, and was super looking forward to making it happen. I'd gotten the lovely hacks on my Wii so that I could record, and then just as I was about to kind of get started on all of it, I had to update my Wii because I wanted to play a little game called Epic Mickey. Worst decision ever, because that meant that then I lost the homebrew channel. I couldn't then re-get the homebrew channel, so I couldn't get the hack, so I couldn't record it. So that plan died a death. Probably for the best, because, you know, it was probably going to be a pretty awful series, because I was young and didn't really know what I was doing, and I don't think that I would have had the mental energy to stick with it. Because if you think that doing like playthroughs can be a time sink, oh my god, Machinima is even worse. And also it would have just been me recording the footage, and yeah, it would not have turned out as I would have liked. And that's a shame, but it was things like that that I think got me to try and do me Mario voices. It even had me like singing a bit in those voices, which sounded about as ridiculous as you'd expect, but that was part of the fun. Had things like Mario singing, "I would do anything for love, but I won't do that," and that was going to be played like over cutscenes from Super Mario Galaxy, because it was going to be taking place after that, and yeah. Part of me is kind of sad that that did die, but it was for the best, because I think I found my YouTube calling in doing playthroughs and commentaries, and I mean, it did take me a while to get to that point of doing it properly, i.e., you know, getting to, it was around, I think, 2012 when I finally got into the groove of actually doing things correctly, with doing my commentaries and actually getting trivia in there and being awesome, but yeah. Anyway, guess what I'm trying to get? Now you see, this is how I got it in my first playthrough of Super Mario Odyssey. I actually used the scooter, because even though it's a ball ache to set up, because really you need to be at an angle, so you need to be facing the scooter in between the two ladies to get it to work properly, so I'm a bit too much at an angle to make this as easy as possible. But the thing about the scooter is that it really does allow you to just press the jump button and not have to worry about how hard you're pressing it, because you'll always do the same jump height. So all you need to worry about is the lady saying hey. So by the time you get to around 55, you should just be jumping whenever she says hey. Unfortunately, I am just really bad. Like, I have a sense of rhythm. I can do rhythm, But that type of rhythm, no! It just does not happen. And I don't know why. I think it's because the rhythm of her going, hey, 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 and that rhythm is different to the rhythm of the music. And there's a little bit of a disconnect between when she says hey and when your brain can press jump. And yeah, I mean, I'm basically just blaming my body for being a slow-ass sod. But yeah, it's just really a case of I need to be on top of things. And I just am not under... Ooh! Thank God I remembered you need to go on top of the rotating maze to get to that one. I think there's like 2 of these glass maze type areas in the game, and both of them have a moon that's hidden by going outside of the maze. I think, not 100% sure, but I think you get both of them by going on top, but I'm not 100% sure. Part of me looks at this and is immediately thrown back to Winona's gym in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, because it had these same sort of puzzles, but I would say that was actually more difficult, because the whole thing in that one was that you ended up getting things stuck on each other, whereas all of these you can just keep rotating them, so it's just a case of getting through, which is actually a hell of a lot easier than actually having to think about what order and positioning you are doing these things in. I mean, obviously there I would have liked the heart, I was going for the heart, but then I just got really bored and lazy and just thought, you know what, I'm just going to go for this because I don't need the heart, because I'm going to get a moon, so I'm going to get the healing anyway. The heal anyway. Good grief, my mouth doesn't want to speak properly today, does it? One week can give you such a crack in the voice. Good God. Now, obviously what is happening right now is I'm missing like 7, I want to say, purple coins. And I'm just going, where are they? Because at this point, I'm just like, I haven't the foggiest. And it is driving me insane. Absolutely insane, because I'm going to be running around like a headless chicken. Because that is what I do. Now, something that is really nice, but doesn't actually happen until you beat the game, is after you've beaten the game, well, that's the key bit, if you go into one of those special areas, then Cappy will tend to say something. Either, oh, looks like there are some purple coins here, or oh, looks like there's a power moon here, or doesn't look like there's anything here at all. So if you ever need a hint after you've beaten the game as to what areas you have thoroughly searched, that is a pretty good indicator, because obviously it will tell you if you are or are not missing something in that particular secret area. And it's definitely something that I used a lot in my... Oh, actually, we might only be missing... No, I think we are missing 7 coins. Doesn't really matter. So yeah, it's an interesting one. And I believe, is it this one which will lead us, give us the pipe that will then lead us to that mythical location that we can't get to any other way? I think it might be. But yeah, this is quite a fun little area because you have got 3 purple coins there and obviously 2 power moons. One of which is in a very Insomniac-esque position because it's right behind where you start. And use this bit of logic, well, not logic, but use this memory a lot whenever you come across any area that features bullet bills. Because, in general, if they are about, they will most likely, in some way, shape or form, be a power moon located behind you that you can only get with the bullet bill. No, God, we've got another 9? Blimey neck, I thought we had less than that. Oh well. So yeah, it's a pretty good piece of knowledge to keep with you. And I believe I have mentioned it before with Odyssey, of just, in general, a lot of the moons follow a set of tropes. I was going to try and get the coins that are on top of that, but whatever. But yeah, because you have things like that of, if there's a bullet bill out, oh, we're not putting me back where I want to be. God damn you. So yeah, you've got bullet bills, there's generally always going to be one behind you. There's always a Captain Toad power moon in these areas. There is, well, Talkatu's always about, so he'll always help. Hint Toad's always about, he'll help. Uncle Amiibo is always about, so he'll help. I don't want Found with Metro Kingdom art, thank you very much. I want something else, and Left at the Cafe. Oh, I know how to get that one. That's quite nice. Yeah, it's just, it's nice because then when you go to a new area, you can get into the thought process of, right, I know that there's going to be a moon of this type. Where could it be located, and how can I get it that would be similar to other types of moon? And that can lead you to try things out that then will result in moons, and that's just pretty epic, if you ask me. Epic might not necessarily be the best word for it, but you catch my drift. And yes, that is the cafe that is being referred to. Can we make it from here? Oh, I think we might be able to. Brilliant! And yeah, Left at the Cafe is just hidden in the ground. You're waiting for that little rumble to let you know that it's there. And I don't care if somebody left it at the cafe, it is mine now, and that is what is most important. So, obviously there's the Metro Kingdom art, which you can obviously look at, and I mean that's what we're going to do. So that is in the Lake Kingdom, so if you want to get to that power moon, head to the Lake Kingdom, to that precise spot, and you will be able to get that power moon. Generally what happens whenever you see Poochie, because that's what the little doggy thingy is, if ever you see Poochie about and he's sniffing something, you generally want to ground pound that spot. And that's generally how you get those particular moons. But yeah, right now we are currently experiencing the horror of New Donk City's enormous size, trying to find the last collection of purple coins. I certainly know where 4 of them are. I mean, it might even be more than that, actually. And they are located in the sewers, which I'm not going to realise for the longest of times. Thankfully, there's 3. So it's just 6 left, and I mean, it might be 6 that's in that area, I'm not 100% sure. But I know that in my head I was just like, just why do you hate me so much, purple coins? Because it's just like, you know they're hidden about here. I know I've mentioned the Bowser amiibo, and it's really helpful little tools that it has available to you. It's times like this when you just want them. And once again I reiterate that really, that's the one thing that I think they should have put into the game as an item that you can buy. Because you can get everything else in Super Mario Odyssey. Absolutely everything else. Oh, can't believe I missed these 3! So yeah, it's just 3 that are left in the sewers. But yeah, all it would take was just let me purchase it as a tool, and then you can point me in the direction of where I need to go. Don't necessarily give it me now, give it to me after I've beaten the game, because that's when most people are likely to be hunting for the remaining purple coins. They're not going to be a crazy person like me who's deciding I'm going to do it all in one go. Because I am being a crazy person in trying to do that, but hey, being crazy can be fun. Although getting driven crazy by not being able to find purple coins that, in hindsight, you know where they're located, is just the worst feeling in the world. Also, past me, don't bother doing this again to yourself. You know exactly how it's going to end, and you're going to give up. Mr. Man, I do not care. I do not want to do 100 jumps on this bloody thing. Because it's just the worst. Absolutely the worst. And I know some people have a really easy time with it, but I just don't. And it makes me annoyed. And also, no, I totally did not just teleport there to cut out a whole bunch of faff that nobody ever needs to see. Of me just wandering around the city like a lunatic trying to figure out where me blooming purple coins are. Yeah, but totally not the 3 that I missed in here that really I should have seen because they were on camera, but then... And also really should not have missed because I missed them the last time that I played Super Mario Odyssey. But either way, here we are again. And past me, just stop looking around so much, just jump over. Because you know where they are. Well, you don't at this point, but you're going to know where they are and then just go, you absolute pillock. Bloody purple coins. Nowhere near as bad as Korok seeds though. Those really are the bane of my existence, and I will never get all 900 Korok seeds in Breath of the Wild because that's just ridiculous. Might eventually go do all 120 shrines, but the Korok seeds can go stuff it. But now that we've got all of those purple coins, I think we're gonna go buy everything in the shop. Because of course we are. Didn't get these things for nothing, you know. Obviously, this is golf outfit from, I believe it's NES Golf Open that Mario wore this, and it looks very snazzy, I have to say. Now, I believe that we are one moon off of being on top of everything. I think, I hope, I pray. Or, you know, I've got it just right. I might have it just right, I'm not sure. Oh no, I am just right to get us back on to a nice, even number. Oh, thank God for that. My OCD was killing me. It's not going to last, but either way, we have 230 power moons, the Odyssey's powered up, and it's time to head on to the next kingdom. And I think that, as with last time, we're gonna go to the Snow Kingdom. Go to the top before we go bottom, it just makes more sense. Let's go!